Welcome guys to the first episode of turning $300 into $10,000 computer flipping. I originally wanted to do 500 to 10,000, but 300 is a little more achievable. You can always sell a console, sell your old phone. I don't know. It's a little bit easier. We're gonna go over the first parts. We already got the parts. I'm gonna discuss them. At the end, I'll break down the price. Right now, I'm gonna tell you which ones I got. So I scored this 1660 Super locally. This is a 600 watt Apivia. I like to buy these off of Amazon. They're really cheap, affordable, great for budget builds. This 500 gigabyte that I scored off of eBay. And this is the best deal I was able to find. It comes with a gaming motherboard. It was a Ryzen 5 2600, and it came with RAM and the CPU cooler. Got it for $100 locally, great deal. And then, you know, the last part, last but not least, the computer case. I've already taken it out, and I actually started building the computer already. All I've really done so far is put the motherboard combo in there, as well as the power supply is already put in there. That's about it. I'm gonna finish building this up and show you guys what it looks like at the end. We'll go over numbers, listing. Guys, what's up? I'm back. Most of it is already wired. I already have all the cables connected, and everything's basically ready to go in terms of the motherboard. Now we gotta put in the GPU. Careful when you put it in. Make sure you get the alignment right, and you want to make sure you get a click. There we go. Click down. Now we can plug in the power connector. Now all that's really left to do, since this was already a combo all put together, all I did was put the motherboard in, connect it all up. Now all that's left to do is just plug in the SSD and put everything back on to the case. And then I can go ahead and show you guys what the final product looks like. Okay guys, the SSD is installed. It's ready to go. Now all that's really left to do, put the front case back on, the front mirror, the front glass, I mean, the glass panel and the back panel, put that in. Now we're about ready to start installing Windows 10 and taking pictures of the computer. And yeah, I'll update you on that. Guys, I'm back. I have it all plugged in. Quick little tip. I know this isn't a tutorial on how to build computers or nothing like that. It's how to flip them. So that's the main point. But pro tip, before you finish adding all the panels and adding everything back onto the PC case, you should turn it on. Make sure everything boots up properly, everything turns on, everything is good to go. And we got a postage, so that means we're good to go. We're good to put everything back on. I usually don't put the front panel back on when I take pictures. I'm just gonna put this little side panel on, put the rear panel on, and once I do that, I'm gonna take the pictures. I'm gonna install Windows 10. It's just a USB you put in here, you go through the process. If you guys want me to make a tutorial on how to build a computer and how to install Windows 10 on them, I can show you that too. It's real simple. But yeah, this is it for now. What's up guys? We're back. Everything's finally back on. Got the panel back on. The rear panel. is on as well. Everything's good to go. I'm gonna take this off. And I recommend when you take pictures of your computer, set it up on your desk, set it up with some nice lighting, you know. Look how good it looks right here. This is where I would take my pictures. And I recommend, if you have RGB, use it on one of these settings just to show all the various colors that it has. And for example, the motherboard is red. I'd also take one of it red. Looks super good in red. Yeah, mess around with a few of the colors, take different pictures. That's probably the most important part to getting it sold. So yeah, I'm gonna take pictures and
All right, guys. As you guys saw in the previous clip, the PC is fully done. Everything's built, ready to go. I already took pictures of it. We're just gonna get the listing of it and we're gonna list it. But right now, we're gonna go over the budgeting section of the video. So start off with 300 bucks. And obviously, we're gonna try and turn it into 10,000. We're gonna keep track of the budget so far. On the GPU, got it locally, 60 bucks. The motherboard combo that came with the CPU fan, the RAM, and the motherboard came out to 100 bucks. The case was $65. What am I missing? The PSU was about 35 bucks. It was a little bit less, but we'll round up just to keep track. And then the last thing I'm missing is just the SSD, which was 45 bucks. I got that off of eBay. So just to go over where I got these parts, this local case, I believe it was off of Amazon. I usually get them off of Newegg. There's amazing deals. You can find them for anywhere from 50 to 70 bucks for a pretty good case that you should be using. The power supply unit, I got it off of Amazon. The SSD off of eBay. Okay, so 100, 60, 65, 125, 130, 160. 260, sorry. And then 45. So I believe 305 is the total cost for PC number 1.
And today is Saturday, June 20th, 3/28. What is up, guys? I'm back. I wrote a description for you guys to see a reference point of what your description should be looking like for this particular PC. Obviously, I buy all my cases new. They all come with the box and everything, so they are new in box. Keep the boxes. A lot of people like them, especially in getting closer to that Christmas time. You know, it's really easy to pack it and
Give it to someone as a gift. For the description, you're gonna write description brand new inbox gaming PC, or you could put custom gaming PC, custom built, whatever you want to put with, you know, that phrasing. Right here, you're gonna want to put the specs of the system. So for example, I have a Ryzen 5 2600X. I would put that on the motherboard, the RAM, the GPU, whatever, etc. Benchmarks, if any, I crossed it out. Personally, I don't do benchmarks anymore. I think they take too much of your time up. I don't think it's worth it. Just make sure you put it under a stress test. Make sure your PC is good to go. There's no issues when booting it up or anything. After the specs, I would put runs great, no issues, performs well, and can handle every game, obviously. with a computer at this price point, it's not gonna be super well performance oriented, but it is a $500 computer. You know, that's the same as a console. So it is an entry level. This is the optional part now. On all of my listings, I like to put can be tested before purchase. When people are buying something that, you know, is a little more expensive, they like to make sure that it works, obviously. And I do have a 5-star rating on my marketplace, so I do add that just as a, you know, so everyone feels more comfortable purchasing from me. And then this is something else that is optional. Parts are new and warranty is provided. So if you ever do buy systems that are only Amazon and only eBay, if you don't end up using any local deals, you can always do returns on Amazon or eBay, so you can provide them warranty. I've never had anybody that came back and really needed warranty off of anything. Yeah, everything. I mean, most of these parts are new, and they usually don't go out on other people. So that is what you want the description to look like. What's up, guys? Finally back. Finally got the PC sold. Okay, guys, we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over how much we sold it for. And as you guys can see, we started off with 305. So we started the challenge with. On the 20th, we started with 305. And we sold the computer for 500 flat, guys. Okay. So now, we sold it on the 25th. So 6, 25, 26. It took us 5 days, basically, for the guy wanted to buy it on Wednesday, but he couldn't make it because of work. Here it is, the messages. Yeah, we agreed on on $500. He offered it to me. I had listed for $550. As you can see, $550, and we got the money on the 25th. He Zelled us directly. So now, this is the end of episode 1. Ended off with $500. We will be starting off episode 2 with $500. And I've already went ahead and ordered a few things for the second PC. I got another local deal as well. I wanted to buy enough parts to hopefully maybe build 2. If not, you know, buy most of the parts to build 2. So $500 left. Took us 5 days to turn 300 into 500. Now we're gonna, hopefully, my goal is to, if I'm able to build 2 different computers, I want to turn this $500 into $800 by next episode. So yeah, tune in for episode number 2.